First heat of the girls, backstroke. Cameron Johnson from Pine Forest in 2, Sophia Scott from Somerville Y in 3, and May Highland from Somerville Y in 4. Cameron Johnson will take the win in this first heat. She was entered at a 1:10. Going to go much faster than that. A minute .84. Heat 2, Esme Brown from Pine Forest in lane 1, Lily Buxton from Bell Hall in 2, Madeline Navarrete for Fort Johnson in 3, Alois Pauley from Long Point in 4, and Delaney Bruce from Bell Hall in 5.
Tara Boone here coming back to join David Reeder on the 9-10 girls backstroke. I miss anything exciting?
Your child swam.
Yes, I saw that.
Wait, so you mean you didn't leave? I figured you went off and
well,
were having an elaborate lunch or something.
I went and sat with the parents just to see like the different perspective, and I got to say they put the parents in the hottest seats ever. So we have it pretty good, David.
Because we're walking around trying to find the coolest spots. Tara will have the mic all to herself for a few events coming up here, so we're going to see if she can handle the pressure, being the sole voice of City Meet. As the win there is lane number 2, Lily Buxton.
I know this one.
Hey, 2 of my 5 years now, it's been just me, so.
That is impressive. These are, I give David a hard time, but to be able to think on your feet and do this for long hours, that's.
Especially because we're actually on our feet right now.
Yes.
Heat 3, Reagan Duffy from James Island in 1, Gabby Sullivan from James Island. From Daniel Island is Gabby Sullivan in 2, Molly Jackson from Newington is in 3, Lily Mahoney from Dunes West in 4, Kate McElfresh from Coosaw Creek is in 5, and Kendall McMahon from Legend Oaks in lane 6.
When I was watching the 7-8 backstrokes, I noticed many coaches offering their ankles down there to help the swimmers have a good grip. Down here, those touch pads can often cause some slipping. Got to be careful.
Yeah, it's however you're most comfortable. Walls can be tricky to grip. The bars can be tricky. Everyone has their preference. I think we'll see even more ankles here for the older ones. We have 7 heats of this event.
So these swimmers have the sun in their eyes somewhat on the way down, but they get some reprieve on the way back to finish the race.
It can be tricky. They can kind of go all over the place. The idea is to stay straight, but that's hard in an indoor pool on a sunny day. And there's Gabby Sullivan from Daniel Island, who's going to win this heat in 41.73. Seen some really big drops today for some of these younger swimmers. Heat 4, that's Jenna Shepard for Crowfield in 1, Madeline Marsa for Newington in 2, Lillian Patterson for Northbridge in 3, Paige Salmon from Ashboro in 4, Emily Winstead from Crowfield in lane 5, and Leah Whipke from Parkshore in 6.
50 yards, backstroke. Take your mark.
Viewers at home, when you're watching those backstroke starts, swimmers really want to push up with their legs to get their bottom over the water so you can create an arc that's over the water instead of just pushing through. We just mentioned the challenge of that slippery touch pad. So some swimmers play it safe and just push straight back to grab that streamline and get going.
You know, Tara, actually, normally I would totally agree with you about pushing up. But on these pads, if you push in, that makes you, I think, a little less likely to slip. I mean, you're always playing with fire a little bit. Looks like for Newington is Madeline Marshall with a slight lead in this heat. And she'll get into the wall at 41.53.
Please clear the pool. Heat 5, step in.
Wins that one by only 4/100ths over Paige Salmon for Ashboro.
Place your feet. 50 yards, backstroke.
Heat 5, Catherine Norton from Daniel Island in 1, Haley Almstead from Shadow Moss in 2, Carly King for Chamelon in 3, Amelia Corco for Sneef Farm in 4, Emily Almager from Long Point in 5, and Liza Hood from the Country Club in 6.
Also, when watching this back stroke, you see the swimmer in lane 6, Liza Hood, real close to the lane line, which isn't necessarily a problem as long as she stays on that lane line.
Yeah, if she's
you don't
gonna
want to create
circle swim
extra
this,
yardage
exactly.
going one side to the other or down
Which
the
is
middle.
exactly
It looks like
what
she
she
is circle
did.
swimming.
She's so used to it from practice. So she's all over the place here. As up in lane 2 is Haley Almstead for Shadow Moss with a big swim here to win this one. This time's going to be fast, 38:69, 59,
Nice swim, lady.
I should say.
Please clear the pool. Heat 6, step in.
She's followed in second by Carly King.
Place your feet. 50 yards, backstroke. Take your mark.
Heat 6 of 7, Harper Cabello from Ashboro in 1, Elliot Murphy for Hopka in 2, Anna Cavalon for Dunes West in 3 with those great underwaters, Gardner Robbins for Northbridge in 5, Addie Green from Legend Oaks in 6, and Caroline Jerozel from Park Shore in lane 6.
Happens in lane 3 swimmer Anna Cavalon wearing a nose plug. That's something you usually see at a national, a higher level. That must be something she likes to do to make sure she can stay under, not run out of air
Not
to blow
run
out of her
air,
nose.
exactly. That's what those are useful for, especially in backstroke. You don't see them a whole lot in competition and anything else, really just backstroke. It's Elliot Murphy maybe from Hobcaw there in lane 2 with the advantage to come into the wall at 39.50.
Nice swim, ladies. Please clear the pool. Heat 7, step in.
This is Heat 7. Grace Stroud for Sneef Farm is there in lane 1. In lane 2 is Issa Jickling from James Island. 3 is Sydney Fennell, your top seed from Coosaw Creek. She's already in take your mark position. 4, Carly Faust from Chamelon. 5, Molly Metler from Hobcaw. 6, Harper Hanna from Shadow Moss.
Got to do it.
The top heat going for the city title here in the 50 backstroke.
Go, Grace, go!
Sydney Fennell out fast. Look at that tempo. Look at that turn. Comes up quick, but she's ahead of this heat, led by Issa Jickling from James Island, who has some 8 and under records here at the city meet. Sydney Fennell will not be beat here. She comes in at 36-34. And a win for Coosaw Creek. Second went to Molly Metler from Hobcaw, down here in lane 5.
We'll get a word with our champion of the 9-10 girls backstrokes. Sydney Fennell will come right over.
Next event is event 28. 9-10 boys, 50 yard backstroke. Heat 1, step in.
All right, here comes Sydney Fennell, champion in the 9-10 girls backstroke. Sydney Fennell, this is you have a lot of family members here to watch you. Did that help you get excited before the race?
Yes, ma'am.
And was that your best backstroke time ever?
Probably.
Probably, I'd say so. What's something you were thinking about behind the block before you swam?
I just need to go really fast.
Well, you did go really fast. Congratulations. Coosaw Creek is on fire this morning. Great job for your team.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I got one more interview to do over here. I'm going to grab 2 youngsters, 2 6-year-old swimmers. I have Carson Schleier from Hobcaw, and I have Renelle St. Germain from Daniel Island. I'm going to talk with them in just a bit. Right now we've got 9-10 boys, 50 backstroke. This is Heat 1. Lane 2 is Will Miller. Lane 3 is Garrett Dressel, and Lane 4 is Gabriel Kuprel. Coming down the line is our Park Shore swimmer. Gabriel is going to win Heat 1 in a 45:30. Okay, back to our 2 6-year-old swimmers here. 6-year-old swimmers don't always swim at the CCA meet. It's usually 7 and older swimmers. These guys have a chance to shine at what's called the Mega Meet, hosted by Daniel Island the week before City Meet. Carson Schleier won the backstroke, second place in the freestyle, third place in the relay. Congratulations, Carson.
Thank you.
What did you do that day to get yourself excited for the big meet?
I rested?
He rested, so no baking out at the beach.
No.
What did you do to celebrate your wins?
I'm not really sure.
Did you go to Moe's?
No, we were going to, but then it was closed.
Oh, it was closed because he was racing all night. Well, congrats on your stuff. I'm going to talk with Renell in just a second here. This is Heat 2 of the 9-10 boys 50 backstroke. Lane 1 is Grayson Leak. Lane 2, Ryan Husinger. Lane 3, Adam Ward. 4, Teddy Peterson. 5, James Amalger. And 6, Jackson Hart. All right, Renell, swimming with Daniel Island, both at the Mega Meet and the CCAA Meet. 6 years old, is that right?
Yes.
How did you learn how to swim so fast?
I don't know.
What's your favorite stroke?
Freestyle.
Okay, and did you win freestyle and backstroke at the Mega Meet?
Yes.
Wow, that is awesome. Let's talk about these backstrokers here in Heat 2 of the boys. That's lane 5 with Long Point James Amalger winning Heat 2. What did you do the day of the Mega Meet to get pumped up?
Rest.
A lot of rest. And what are you swimming today with the 7-8 age group at CCAA City Meet?
I swim butterfly and backstroke.
Oh my gosh. Well, you have a bright future in front of you. I feel like we should probably save this footage for the Olympics in 12 years.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
50 yards, backstroke. Take your mark.
This is Heat 3, Lane 1, Michael Snyder. 2, Thomas Matthews. 3, Finn Whistler. 4, Henry Vanderweel. 5, Jack Crosby. And 6, Grayson Young.
Oh yeah, Andrew. Yeah. Let's go.
So on this backstroke, some swimmers opting to swim and stay on their back to the turn and then push off on their back. It is faster to do that backstroke flip turn. Lane 2, that's Thomas Matthews. In lane 5, oh, y'all, I'm on the,
That's my fellas. Please clear the pool. Heat 4, step in. Place your feet.
This is Heat 4, the backstroke. My apologies, I was on the wrong event for that previous heat. Now I've got it right. Heat 4, Lane 1, Silas Hernandez, Chamalon. Lane 2, Nick Jackie, Legend Oaks. Lane 3, Taj Marchin, Fort Johnson. 4, Hobie Meservy, Pine Forest. Lane 5, Angus Harley from Newington. Lane 6, Seabrook Green from Shadamoss.
Fast kicking, Brady.
When teaching the younger kids backstroke, we often talk about keeping your ears in the water and your eyes on the sky. If swimmers pull their head up too much out of the water, it causes their bottom to sink, creating a hammock position, which is definitely not efficient. You want to keep those ears in the water. Swimmer in lane 5 doing an excellent job of that. Angus Harley. Close race coming under the flags. Winning Heat 4 will be lane 3, Taj Marchin out of Fort Johnson with 43.91.
Heat 5, step in.
Heat 5 of 7 stepping in. Lane 1, Reed Scott. 2, Hunter Billings. 3, Alex Swetchke. 4, Simon 4. 5, Ryan Wood. And 6, William Weston.
50 yards, backstroke. Take your mark.
After that start, swimmers are encouraged to hold that streamlined position until they get to the surface. Mentioned the high head position earlier. You don't want your head to be too high, but you also don't want to look too far back. It'll cause the water to come over your forehead. So if you imagine you're laying in bed about to go to sleep, you almost want a small pillow under your head as you're swimming that backstroke. Tight race between lane 3 and 4 right now. And that's Simon Ford from Country Club, 39.62. Big sister Cecilia took the backstroke event last night.
Please clear the pool. Heat 6, step in.
All right, boys. All right, Andrew and Brady, here we go.
Going into heat 6 of this backstroke, lane 1, Jonah Perry, Hopcall. Lane 2, Jimmy Young, Asheboro. Lane 3, George Richmond, Dunes West. 4, Max Tippy, Northbridge. Lane 5, Luke Odie, Somerville Y. And lane 6, Fletcher Lochinger from Northbridge. Great starts there. A lot of folks getting that arch over the water to start their race.
Get moving.
Mentioned this last night, the backstroke kick, you want to make sure that kick is really small and fast. You know, we don't march when we walk, so you want to really keep those knees underwater, kicking with the thighs and the hips. Northbridge swimmer in lane 4 out strong. That's Max Tippy in lane 4. Coming into the finish, it'll be close. Who knows their stroke count? Swimmers practice this often so they don't have to turn around and look. Max Tippy with Northbridge, 37.85, will take heat 6. Wow, 2-second drop for Northbridge swimmer Max out of lane 4. Going into our final heat, heat 7, getting in the water. Lane 1, Brady Evans, Snee Farm. 2, Connor Good, Daniel Island. 3, Andrew Curl, Snee Farm. 4, Carter Gladys, Asheboro. 9, Charlie Polamski, Coosaw Creek. 6, Luke Raminsky, Daniel Island. All right, some swimmers opting to pop up and race right away, others doing more underwater butterfly kicks. Let's see which strategy works best. Rolling over, allowed 1 freestyle stroke before you flip. And it is a close race. Lane 2, Connor Good. Lane 3, Andrew Curl. And lane 5, Charlie Polumsky from Coosaw Creek. It's going to be close right under the flags. Lane 2, Daniel Island. Connor Good will win that event.
Official time right here, though.
Congratulations, Connor. A win for Daniel Island in the 50 backstroke.
Thank you.
What were you thinking about before the race?
Just think about go as fast as I can, do my best.
So swimmers, or families at home, the swimmer in lane 2, the way they see the meet, Connor was seated 3rd going into this race. So not only did he go a best time, but he jumped up 2 places. Was that a goal you and Coach Rose had ahead of time?
Yes, ma'am.
That's wonderful. You did really great. Any shout outs you'd like to give?
My coaches, especially Coach Rose and Coach Kathy from Swim Charleston, she really pushed me.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I hope Coach Kathy is watching at home. She'd be real proud of you, Connor.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.